Welcome to our today's video. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Give us your comments and your likes. Most people or most farmers, they usually discuss about the benefits of beef farming. They should discuss about the benefits of beef farming. But today, we are going to discuss the challenges we face in beef farming. Challenges that we face in beef farming. For instance, we don't have too much challenges. Bee farming it is more advantageous than of challenges. When we talk about the advantage of bee farming, there are more. Bee farming it has more advantages than disadvantages. But today we want to discuss about the challenges we encounter in beef farming or in feedlot farming in ranches. There is a lot of challenges that we encounter. Those are the information we are going to discuss in today's video. So we'll just go start with the most common for you to start a beef farming investment. For our case, we're going to talk about feedlot farming because this is the more modern way of raising cattle in a small piece of land. So challenges that we encounter in feedlot farming still under beef production. First challenge is the cost of setting up the structure to hold the animal. It's very, very expensive. So it requires a big capital for you to start. But for you to venture into this business of feedlot farming, it requires a good or too much of capital. So the investment is very high. The initial investment is very high. Here, under investment or under initial cost, remember, you can't start beef farming where there's no structure. So structures are very expensive to construct. Yeah. First of all, the land. Maybe if you have your own land, it's cheaper, but if you purchase a land, that is one expense. The structures for constructing the pens, that is the next thing that is very expensive. Water, you should be having a supply of water, feeds, yeah, drugs, defense. So the initial cost for starting a feedlot farming is very, very high. Even for other, let's say the beef farming in general, the initial cost is very high. Even if it is ranch, still you require to put a fence all around. You require to put water, either you drill a water. So the initial cost always high in beef farming. Secondly, feed. As at the moment, there is increase in everything. There is rising of the prices of all the goods is going up. So the price fluctuation of the feeds also affects beef farming. For instance, feedlot farming, where the animals are enclosed in one area, you feed them. So the fluctuation of prices of the feeds affects a lot feedlot farming. Assuming you started your farm when you are buying the here, okay, here let's talk about the concentrate side. You are buying a kg of bull fattening concentrate. A kg goes at 37 bob. And then starting maybe. But at the moment, you will find a kg goes at 40 shillings. These 3 shillings, yeah, these 3 shillings, they increases the cost of production. These 3 shillings. Remember, 3 shillings, this animal, you assuming a day, this animal consumes 4 kg. So 4 kg times 12, you find that is 12 shilling increase in each animal. Now the price fluctuation there is the biggest challenge that we are encountering in feedlot farming. The third challenge that most feedlots encounter is waste management. When we talk about waste management, these are the manure or the shit that these animals are producing. So waste management, you'll find waste management, you'll find farmers, they lack, or yeah, they lack where to do what, where to dispose the excess manure. Assuming you have like 500 bulls or 500 cattle, all under feedlot management, you'll find the manure these animals are producing a day is too much. Even if you take them all to your shamba, the farm will be full of manure. So there will be too much of waste in your shamba or in your farm. So waste management is another challenge that affects beef farming. But if you have bigger land where you are doing your own cultivation, yeah, own farming, you are farming your own crops, your own maize, napier grass, lucerne, desmodium, millet, oats, you'll find this manure will try to reduce the cost of fertilization of fertilizers in the shamba, but still not too much of it will be used. Okay, you will say that somewhere I will sell. Where will you find a customer who can buy 10 trucks, 20 trucks of manure? So waste management is another challenge that we encounter under beef farming. Another challenge that we encounter sometimes, we have some losses where you wake up in the morning, find the bulls overnight, there's a fight. This case mostly affects the farms or the pens where you don't have the CCTV cameras, but where you have installed the security cameras, you will monitor your animals even overnight to see the challenge. But sometimes you wake up in the morning, you find overnight the bulls, the cattle who are fighting. You find one animal is being hit, is in the feeding trough, maybe a loss. Yeah. So there is too much of bullying and fighting in beef farming, specifically feedlot farming, where you group your animals basing on their weight, basing on the size. Still, there's bullying and fighting. Some cases of loss of animals' life due to fighting and bullying each other. Another challenge we face in feedlot farming is water. Water is a bigger challenge. Remember, these animals, you have enclosed them in one area. They need too much clean water, not just water, clean water, not purified, but clean water. If you are near water sources like river, you can do what? You can pump your water to shamba into tanks for storage, then give them to your animals. Another thing about water, drainage. Put good drainage to drain all the urine out of the pens. Yeah, give them clean water and do proper drainage for you to take out all the urine out. If you need to clean your pen, because sometimes, okay, our pens are made of concrete floors. Sometimes usually clean with brush and water. If you want to do that, you should have the drainage area where all the water will get out of the pens to control flies, to make the pen to be neat, for cleanliness. Another challenge that most feedlot farmers or most beef farming we encounter is outbreaks of drugs. Not drugs, I'm sorry. Outbreaks of diseases. Outbreaks of diseases. Mostly, okay, there's very, very little cases of disease outbreaks in pen or in zero grazing or in feedlot farming. In beef production, there's mostly little because your animals are being enclosed in one area, not going around, they're not roaming in your neighborhood. So the case of acquiring diseases is very low. But in case there's an outbreak of a common disease, if you delay very few days before you administer the vaccination, if they require vaccines, if you delay giving vaccines to your animals, you'll find bigger stock will be down. So disease is another challenge that affects beef farming. Another thing that comes that with the diseases, when you buy the animals either from the market, from the ranch, from anywhere, as if these animals they have diseases, when you bring them to your farm, before doing anything with these animals, make sure you give the animals vaccination, deworming, spray them before mixing the new stock with the old stock. Make sure you do proper management before doing that. So, disease outbreaks, a biggest challenge. Water, waste management, high initial cost, price fluctuations. Lastly, the prices of selling these animals. You know, in some areas, they usually don't differentiate a feedlot animal and an animal raised in the fields. So, with in areas where they can differentiate and do grading of the meat, the animals from zero grazing, from feedlots, beef animals, they fetch good money because they are gain weight faster, the meat is tender, the meat is of high quality, meat is soft. So if okay, before starting beef farming, make sure you know where you are going to sell your meat. Some slaughters they usually buy animals, they usually buy carcass meat, they usually buy live bulls from feedlot farm. They usually buy, you can either be contracted, just farm the animal, supply them direct, like a contract. That's underway. If you are a bit strong enough, financial that is, you can make your own choma bite, where a place where you can selling your meat. There you'll be adding more value to your meat because remember, from your farm, you're not selling retail. You're going to sell in a butcher, in a hotel, in a club, where it fetches good money. So once we add value to this meat from the beef farming, beef animals, when you add little value on the meat, you'll find fetching more money. Okay. So these challenges we can still try to counterattack them. The fighting animals you can try to arrange the good ones, the ones that are, the ones that they don't fight, you can put them in one area. You can do, you can decide if you have plenty of manure, you can give your neighbors for free just to maintain cleanliness in your boma, in your pen. Water, make sure you give the animal clean water to control some diseases. For that, you have tried to minimize the challenges. But challenges of bee farming is not more. That's what we had for today. Thanks for your time. Don't forget to subscribe to our channels, like, share, and comment. Welcome. You see, animals are very cool animals in beef, in feedlot farmings. Animals are very friendly, very friendly.